knowledge blessings. Sayyidina Rabia bin Abu Abdur Rahman Rahmatullah Alayh was the noble teacher of Imam Malik bin Anas and Sayyidina Hassan Basri Rahmatullah Alayh. When he was in the womb of his mother, his honorable father, Sayyidina Abu Abdur Rahman Farooq Rahmatullah Alayh, went to Khurasan to protect the borders during the reign of Banu Umayyah. Before he embarked on the journey, he left his wife 30,000 dinar, gold coin used as a form of currency, which is called dinars. He returned to Medina 27 years later, riding a horse and holding a spear in his hand. He arrived at his home, dismounted the horse and pushed the door open with his spear. Sayyidina Rabia Rahmatullah Alayh immediately came out to see an armed man and said angrily, "O bondsman of Allah, do you intend to attack my house?" Sayyidina Farooq Rahmatullah Alayh replied, "No, but tell me how you mustered the courage to enter my home." Then they began to argue. They were close to getting physical, but the neighbors intervened and the situation did not escalate. When the news reached Imam Malik Rahmatullah Alayh and the other pious men, they went there immediately. The people became silent upon seeing them. Sayyidina Rabia said, "By Allah, I will not leave you until I take you to the court of the Sultan." Sayyidina Farooq responded, "By Allah, I too will not leave you until I take you to the Sultan. You have entered my home without permission and now you are quarreling with me?" Imam Malik Rahmatullah Alayh said to Sayyidina Abu Abdur Rahman Farooq Rahmatullah Alayh very gently, "O my elder, if you intend to rest somewhere, you can rest at another house." "My name is Farooq and this is my house," he replied. Upon hearing this, his wife, who was listening to everything behind the door, said, "This is my husband and Rabia is his son." Thus the father and son embraced and shed tears of happiness. Sayyidina Farooq Rahmatullah Alayh, now overjoyed, entered his home. After a while, he remembered the 30,000 dinar he left with his wife. So he asked his wife, what about he entrusted her with? The intelligent wife said, "I have preserved it." In the meantime, Sayyidina Rabia Rahmatullah Alayh went to Masjid al-Nabwi and began his study circle, and his students including Imam Malik and Khwaja Hassan Basri Rahmatullah Alayh sat to pray. He was a gathering sitting with the utmost respect and attention, seeking Islamic knowledge, and also saw a handsome man teaching them. He approached the gathering and the people made space for him to sit. Sayyidina Rabia was sitting with his head lowered. Due to this, Sayyidina Farooq did not recognize his son and asked those present, "Who is this Shaykh al-Hadith distributing these pearls of knowledge?" The people answered, "This is Rabia bin Abu Abdur Rahman." Hearing their response, he exclaimed with joy, "Laqad rafa Allahu ibni." Allah Almighty has granted my son an estimate rank. Subhanallah. In a state of delight, he went to his wife and said, "I have seen your son today on an elevated rank that I have seen no man of knowledge attain before him." The honorable wife asked, "Do you wish to have your 30,000 dinar or this greatness and eminence of your son?" He replied, "By Allah, the rank of the light of my eyes is more beloved to me than any sum of money." The wife explained, "I spent all of the money on education your son. I spent all the money on educating your son." Sayyidina Farooq said, "By Allah, you did not waste the money. May Allah Almighty have mercy upon them and forgive us for their sake. Ameen summa ameen." Every home should have a scholar. Dear Islamic brothers and sisters, Islamic knowledge is a great blessing, and acquiring a share of it is only for the fortunate. Attaining Islamic knowledge is greater than supererogatory virtue. It is enough of a virtue for religious knowledge that being knowledgeable, that is alim, is an attribute of Allah Almighty. It is stated in Hadith Qudsi, Allah Almighty revealed to Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, "O Ibrahim, I am the all knowing, and I love all of those who possess knowledge.